Alright, so today we're going to do the chromatography experiment. Here we have leaves that are waxy in nature. Here we have leaves that are less waxy. And then here we have leaves that are very thin. So I'm using 3 different types of leaves here. Let me just go and adjust this. And basically, I've already kind of blended this one up, but I'm going to continue, and I'm going to blend these up with my Ninja blender, just so I can get a very fine, powdery leaf texture, so that way we can basically soak up everything that we need to soak up out of these leaves. Okay, so now that I have grounded up these leaves so that they are all very smaller, more surface area is going to allow the isopropyl alcohol to cover more space, basically, and it's going to allow the chlorophyll to be extracted and also the carotenoids. So our next step is going to be to place isopropyl alcohol just enough to soak all the leaves here. So I'm just going to go ahead and add some. This one was our waxy, sorry, let me open this. This one was our waxy leaves. This one was our leaves that were not as waxy. And then this is our long, thin leaves. So basically, I'm just going to, and I'm using 91% isopropyl alcohol as well. So we're going to go ahead and add this here. We're going to drench it, but then we're also going to want a layer above so we can see exactly what is going on. So we can see the color that the alcohol is going to turn. Here we're going to do the same thing. Cover it, alcohol. And we probably, we want probably about the same amount. We have relatively the same amount of leaves, so we're going to want the same amount of alcohol so we can get a standard measurement across the board. Okay. So yeah, and now we're just gonna let these sit. I don't exactly remember how long, but I'm about to check the video. Basically, we're just gonna let them sit until we see green color coming out of here, so that way we can begin chromatography. In addition to letting these leaves soak, we're also going to be doing a mortar and pestle situation here. So basically, I'm going to grind these leaves, but I'm going to use these plastic cups because I don't actually have a mortar and pestle. So what I'm going to do here is stick these cups in here and then apply pressure and then move it around so that way I can get the chlorophyll out. And I'm going to do that for each one. As you can see, I already see some green color coming out, so that's a good sign. And then I'm going to do the next step here. I'm going to take the plastic cup, stick it in here, and then do the same thing. Just circular motions, trying to grind out as much chlorophyll as we can. Okay. And in the video, it was also mentioned that we could use a warm bath, but since I'm already seeing pretty good results, I don't think a warm bath is necessary. Just from what I'm seeing right here, they look the liquids all look very green after I'm done grinding up the leaves in the isopropyl alcohol. Okay, so I think I'm going to let these sit just for a little bit longer, probably continue grinding, and then we'll begin chromatography in just a second. Alright, so now I have prepared these chromatography sheets, our chromatography sheets, and basically they're from coffee filter. What we're going to do is put this in the mixtures with the chlorophyll and carotenoids present in the isopropyl alcohol, and what's going to happen is the alcohol is very polar, and depending on the polarity of chlorophyll and the polarity of carotenoids, one of these is going to be, there's going to be a difference in polarity. And what's going to happen is this, the stationary phase is going to be this coffee filter, and the mobile phase is going to be the isopropyl alcohol traveling up. And we will see separation occur when chlorophyll, assuming that it is more polar, we will see chlorophyll come out on top and carotenoids stick to the bottom. So we're about to see that happen after we let these soak in here. We're just going to stick them in here. Alright. They're fully submerged in alcohol. And we will have results very soon. Alright, so I am back with the results of this experiment. Here we have, well, the reason why there are two sheets in here now is because I wasn't seeing a carotenoid band, I was only seeing a chlorophyll band, but unluckily those sheets did not produce any other results, so I will be showing you the broader ones. So on this one we have the one with the waxy leaves, and then on this piece of paper we have the one with not as waxy leaves. So as you can see, this line is more prominent, so I believe that there is a correlation there having to do with the permeability of the chlorophyll and the waxy substance on the other leaf. This one was more readily available to leave that leaf, basically. And in this one, the leaves were a little bit more dry, and it doesn't have as strong of a band as well. Or the color of the isopropyl alcohol in here wasn't as green, but you can still see the band here, so chlorophyll is still present. I didn't see any other separation in complete detail. Even looking at it close up, you really couldn't see any other color besides green, so that is a little disappointing, but it happens in science. So yeah, so I think that's about all. Thank you very much.